She ran into the woods. Then 2 men followed. This happened yesterday, and I honestly don't think I've fully processed it yet. My friend and I, both 19, were biking home at around 3 a.m. on a dimly lit street right next to our house. On one side was the forest, pitch black beyond the tree line, and on the other side were a bunch of houses. From far away, we spotted a red car with one broken headlight parked ahead. As soon as we got closer, the car started moving and passed us very slowly. It then made a U-turn and drove past us again. Even in the dark, it was obvious we were 2 girls alone at night, so we put some space between us and them. As soon as we got to the sidewalk, we noticed a girl standing partially hidden behind a white truck, watching that same red car. The car was creeping towards her. Then, she ran off, running up the sidewalk and turning into a bike path that cuts through the forest. Immediately, 2 men get out of the car and followed her in. We decided to follow and try to help that girl. I live next to that forest, so I know how dark it gets. No one walks that path without a flashlight unless they have a reason, and even then, it was 3 a.m. We reached the path entrance and saw the red car just waiting there. The driver was a guy in a white bucket hat and looked straight at us, then sped away far into the street. The path was pitch black. We walked in fence on one side, dense forest on the other. That's when I noticed the slow, deliberate footsteps, keeping pace with us, definitely not an animal, and heavy enough to be a person. We kept walking on until my friend spotted the girl ahead of us. She shined her flash and called out, "Hey, are you okay?" The girl looked over her shoulder, stared for a moment with this unreadable, creepy expression, and then took off running deeper into the darkness. At that point, our survival instincts finally kicked in. We turned and sprinted back the way we came, screaming as we ran. We called the police as soon as we got back to the street. Within minutes, 3 police cars arrived. They asked questions, and 1 ghost car drove down the forest path. About 5 minutes later, they returned and showed us a photo of the girl. The cops said they found her with 1 man, which made no sense, because less than 10 minutes earlier, we'd seen her completely alone and running away. They also said neither of them would identify themselves or explain why they were there. They brushed us off, saying we could go home now. As we walked away, we saw 3 people get into a police car, which made it even weirder, because earlier they said there was only 1 guy with her. So, was there really someone following us in the woods? I keep thinking, what if this was trafficking bait? Maybe the only reason they didn't go after us was because we started screaming. Either way, I can't stop replaying it in my head.